Hello everybody, welcome to Tangail Online School. I am Mohammad Saiful Islam, Assistant Teacher English, Bagbari Chobare High School, Tangail Shodor, Tangail. Dear students, how are you? I think you are all well by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am so. You know, due to the global epidemic coronavirus, all the educational institutions have been shut down for a long time. In this situation, to cover your syllabus, our Honorable District Education Officer MS Laila Khanum and respected District Education Research Officer Baijid Hossain have taken some effective steps to pursue your learning activities. As a part of these activities, today I will teach you your English second paper grammatical term for class 9-10, unit 6, topic verbal. I think you will enjoy the class. Logging Tangail Online School through Facebook page. Now I would like to invite you to enjoy the class. Look at the following sentences. One, swimming is good for health. 2. It is easy to say but difficult to do. 3. Having taken the watch, the thief ran away. 4. Do not get down from the running bus. And 5. Walking is beneficial to health. Dear students, I would like to request you to take your khata and pen and write these sentences in your khata. Do you know what are the above underlined words? Yes, they are verbal. Can you guess what is our today's topic? Yes, today we are going to discuss about verbal. So dear students, write the name of the topic, verbal. I think you have written. Now come to the next point, learning outcomes. After finishing the lesson, you will be able to define verbal and gerund, define infinitives and participle, define verbal noun, identify gerund, participle and infinitives. So dear students, if we learn this lesson, we will be able to understand the above criteria. Now, what is verbal? The form of verb which doesn't follow its subject and tense is called verbal. I am repeating, the form of verb which doesn't follow its subject and tense is called verbal. Look at the example. A. I like to drink tea. B. I saw him drinking tea. C. Smoking is injurious to health. D. Give me the promised money. E. Having taken meal, we went to school. Have you written these examples in your khatas? So dear students, in the above sentences, the underlined words do not follow their subject and tense. So they are verbal. As we know, verbal doesn't follow its subject and tense. So these are verbal. Remember, sometimes the verbal works both as noun and verb, sometimes as verb and adjective. I think you have finished writing these examples in your khatas. Now come to the next point, kinds of verbal. There are three kinds of verbal. They are gerund, infinitives and participle. We can divide verbal into three kinds. They are gerund, infinitives and participle. Have you finished? Now let us go to another point. Gerund. What is gerund? The form of verb which does the function of both verb and noun is called gerund. I am repeating, the form of verb which does the function of both verb and noun is called gerund. The formation of gerund. The base form of verb plus ing plus extension. Example: A. Walking is a good form of exercise. B. The boy started reading. C. Fishing is very enjoyable. D. Running is good for health. E. Stealing is a great sin. Dear students, I think you have written the examples in your khatas, including definition and formation of gerund. In the above sentences, the underlined words are gerund because they do the function of both verb and noun. I think you have written in your khata. Now come to the next point, participle. The form of verb which does the function of both verb and adjective is called participle. I am repeating, the form of verb which does the function of both verb and adjective is called participle. There are three kinds of participle. 1. Present participle, 2. Past participle, and 3. Perfect participle. Formation of participle. Present participle, the base form of verb plus ing. Past participle, the base form of verb plus d, ed, t, en and ne. Perfect participle, having plus the past participle form of verb. Look at the following example. A. Closing the door, Korimo into the field. B. Give me the chosen share. C. Having taken the bag, the thief ran away. D. A rolling stone gathers no moss. E. Having stolen my car, the thief went away. Dear students, in the above sentences, the underlined words are participle because they do the functions of both verb and adjective. As we know, participle does the function of both verb and adjective. So these are examples of participle. I think you have finished writing the articles in your khatas. Now I would like to request you to go to the next point. Infinitives. If there is to before the base form of verb and does the function of both verb and noun is called infinitive. I am repeating. If there is to before the base form of verb and does the function of both verb and noun is called infinitive. The formation of infinitive: to plus base form of verb. There are two kinds of infinitives. 1. Simple infinitive and 2. Gerundial infinitive. Look at the examples. A. I like to read. B. It is not easy to adjust with all. C. We read to pass. D. We must work fast to get the class. E. Students go to school to acquire knowledge. Dear students, in the above sentences, the underlined words are infinitives because they do the functions of both verb and noun. I think you have written this in your khatas. Now go to the Next point, verbal noun. If there is the before gerund and of after gerund, then it is called verbal noun. I am repeating, if there is the before gerund and of after gerund, then it is called verbal noun. The formation of verbal noun: the plus base form of verb plus ing plus of plus extension. Look at the following examples. A. Reading history. The reading history of Karim is interesting. B. The painting of the wall is excellent. C. The drawing of Hassan looks charming. So dear students, the above sentences are the examples of verbal noun because they have the at the beginning before the present form of verb, before the gerund, and there is of at the end of it. So these are verbal noun. Have you finished writing this in your khata? I think you have completed this. Now I would like to request you to go to the next point. So dear students, I think you have understood the lesson clearly. Now I will justify you how much you have understood the lesson through a word, that is called evaluation. Now read the following text and fill in the gaps using present participle. Pick the suitable words from the above box. In the box there are some words and you have to fill in the blanks using these words from the box. The words are run, print, change, fly, shine, love, go and work. You have to fill in this gap using these words, using this the form of present participle of this word. Uncle Tom had a printing press. It was the first press in the city. He was very proud of his machines. When he died, his son Rod became the owner of the dash business. Initially, he was doing fine. After a few months, his university dash brother came home. He was a kind of dash bird and didn't have any interest in business. Yet, one day he came to the press and told Rod to replace the old machines with digital ones. He also expressed his desire to be his dash partner. Tom agreed. Later, he took him to London to show modern dash machines with digital technology. But Rod had limited ideas about them. So he took time to think. His dash brother was not happy to see the big brother's dash mind. Dear students, I think you are writing this phrases. And you are trying to solve this. Now I would like to request you to check the answer with you. A. Running. B. Going. C. Flying. D. Working. E. Printing. F. Loving. And G. Changing. I think you have written the answer in your khata. Now, dear students, I will give you a homework and you have to complete the homework, and when you will go to school you have to submit the homework to your class teacher so that he can check your khata, check your homework. Now write the homework in your khata. Find out gerund, participle and infinitives from the following sentences. A. Give me the promised money. B. Killing the bird the old man brought bad luck. C. It is easy to say but difficult to do. D. Walking is good for health. E. To tell a lie is a great sin. F. Swimming is a good form of exercise. Dear students, I think you will be able to answer these questions easily if you have studied the lesson carefully. If you feel some problem, I would like to request you to look at the class again and again, including definition, examples, so that you may overcome the problem. Now, dear students, I would like to give you some advice. You know, the present situation is not good at all. We are passing through a very critical situation due to coronavirus. All the communications have been suspended. In this situation, we are staying at home. We know there is no any medicine of coronavirus to overcome with this disease. There is only one solution, and that is you have to wash your hands frequently with soap and water at least 20 seconds. Then only it is possible to remain safe and overcome with the coronavirus. Please don't move here and there, as you have to complete your course, so you should pursue your learning activities, staying at home. So if the situation is favor to us, we will meet to school very soon. Till then, may Allah bless you. May you remain safe with your family members. Till then, Allah Hafiz.